Hi, I'm Cathi Coridan. I'm a Senior Preneur Realtor and Certified Professional Coach. I'm here today with Marissa Brown, who's going to ask me some questions to help unpack my story and give you some of my really important lessons learned in my 4-year journey becoming a successful Senior Preneur Realtor. I started in real estate the same week I got my Medicare card. I was 65. I had just lost a 6-figure job, and we were coming out of the Great Recession. I went with what made the most sense, and real estate was the right answer. I just didn't ask some of the right questions, and that's where the lessons learned come in. Real estate was the right answer because I'm a second-generation realtor. Both my parents were realtors, my brother's a realtor, my cousin's a realtor, and in the meantime, my niece has become a realtor. It's the family business. In that push in those first intense months to really become and develop a successful business model, I made a lot of mistakes. And part of it is because most people that go into real estate don't start the same week they get their Medicare card. I have a thing about the what and the how. And the what is correct. I've been really successful. The how I got there, boy, I have some things I want to share. And stories seemed to me to be the really good way of sharing lessons learned because it comes from experience and it touches on other people's experience and they have aha moments. So thanks, Marissa. I am delighted that you're here today and to really help me unpack this so that others can learn from my mistakes and save a little bit of time and hopefully a lot of money.
You know, you're right. Stories are a great and powerful way to share lessons learned. You said you have 3 you wanted to talk about today. What's the first one?
My first lesson is the really important one, and it's how important it is to make a plan, set your goals, and create a map to get you from where you are now to where you want to be. And sure, there will be course corrections along the way. But when I started out, it was pretty much scattershot. And I feel like I was in that proverbial building the plane while I was flying it. There was lots of training available. I had great colleagues. I have a great broker who, between the colleagues and the broker, all were able to keep me out of realtor jail and help guide me in the process of the contractual and fiduciary process of real estate. But in terms of defining my business model and what I wanted to accomplish, it was uneven. And I wasted time, energy, and money by doing things like trying to create my brand before I really had the business going. And I made a mistake doing it and it didn't work. And so I had spent the time with a graphic designer as well as money on custom made signs that got thrown away because they didn't work. The other piece was that I took an open house anywhere, and open houses do 2 things. One is they really help me learn the properties and how to show the properties and how to feel comfortable showing people properties to learn about different types of properties in different neighborhoods. The second is it's a great way to find buyers because the people that come to the open houses usually, well, at least 3/4 of them are interested in buying a home in the near future. And I have found some great buyers from doing open houses, but I was doing them across Northern Virginia and across DC. And I didn't focus on specific neighborhoods that I really wanted to cultivate and know. And so if I look at that in terms of the time, energy, and money wasted, if I had taken that time, energy, and money and put it into talking with someone who had gone into real estate as a senior and really looking at how they created their plan and worked with them to create mine, it would have been such a better and much more successful way of starting my business.
You know, that's so true. A good plan makes even the hard stuff so much easier. What's the second lesson you wanted to share?
The second lesson is about models and systems and making what I have come to call silver adaptations to them. When you're a seniorpreneur, you want to define success on your own terms. That's the core piece of being a seniorpreneur. We bring with us what I call the ER for smarter goals. And we have smart goals, we have smarter goals. And experience and resources are the thing that we seniors bring to our second careers. And the systems, models, professional training that we have specifically in the real estate industry are really targeted for either mega agents or wannabe mega agents, for younger agents who are just starting out, and they have a lot of excellent resources that don't necessarily apply to folks that are over 60 who may not want to be a mega agent, who may not want to have a large business, who may have I had a niche market of seniors and estates, folks that are transitioning in their later parts of life, and that takes a lot more time than some other real estate transactions. So my model was smaller. And the feedback I kept getting was that I had limiting beliefs because I didn't want to build something that was larger and bigger and better. And that's because what's built for most people with the absolute right intentions doesn't necessarily fit for those of us in the more mature years. The first 6 months were a little bit slow, and then things picked up. And then in the next year, I got really busy. I was all over Northern Virginia and DC. I had clients, I had a lot of listings and a lot of success. And the thing that was beginning to bother me was it wasn't the success on my terms, but that rather I was being responsive and I was picking up whatever came along for business. And as I thought about it and I have gotten the experience, what I wish I would have had was a me. I'm a coach. It's the kind of things I do. And if I'd had that ability to have someone with the experience and knowledge of making those silver adaptations, my plan would have been so much stronger and my success would have been so much better and on my own terms.
It sounds like an exciting and confusing time in your journey. Does your plan fall into place in lesson 3?
So lesson 3 has to do with making sure that the fit is the just right fit. Because I call this part Goldilocks and the 3 brokerages. I was in the largest brokerage in the Northern Virginia area. Dynamic, wonderful, but very far away. And then from there, I made the decision that I wanted to focus on Alexandria. And so I came to a very small brokerage. And it had the ability to put me in the heart of the city I love and to begin to really focus with my colleagues and my partners in the community on developing my business really locally, hyper locally. And it was wonderful, except that it did not have the kinds of supports that I'd been used to and that had been really important in my success to date. And it only took me a couple of months to figure that out. And once I figured that out, I went and looked for, and I spent weeks talking to different people to make sure that my next step was to the just right. And I am. I'm in the Keller Williams brokerage in Old Town Alexandria. It is the just right brokerage for me. And in there, it has allowed me and the people there, because of my ability to articulate from my experience what I needed very clearly, have given me the support I need, not just to be successful in real estate, which I have, NVAR, top producer platinum again in 2020, in the middle of COVID. We adapted and we did a lot of things together for the community as a brokerage. And I was able to really live out what my mission is really well there in real estate and in the business model, but also to have a chance to reflect and begin to build the Senior Preneur real estate model. The Senior Preneur model for folks coming into second and third careers, but really this one focused on the realtor. As I said at the beginning, real estate is the right answer for me, and it's the right answer for many people that are going to a second or third career. It's the what and the how. What you want to do and how you do it are really different. So I'd love to have the opportunity to share your story. I would love to have the opportunity to help you find your just right plan, your just right business model for you to be successful with the silver adaptations that we need for, we don't have 15 or 20 years. We probably have 5 or 8 years to have the energy level that we have. We don't want to be a mega agent, at least I don't. Most of us don't. It's what we need to build what is success on our terms. And sometimes it just takes someone to walk with us for a while. And I would love to do that with you. If you're interested in learning how real estate can be the right answer for you, and maybe learning what some of those right questions are, I would love to work with you. You can text or call me at 860-759-9274, or shoot me an email at Cathi, Cathi, @yourtransitionpartner.com. I'm really looking forward to hearing from you. Take care.